ॐ विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यन्निजान्तर्गतं पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिर्भूतं यथा निद्रया यस्साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयं तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये बीजस्यान्तरिवाङ्कुरो जगदिदं प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः मायाकल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्रचित्रीकृतं मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यपि महायोगी वयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयामदेवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेमदेवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो हरिष्ठनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. So, भाष्यमङ्गलाचरण फर्स्ट वर्स. प्रज्ञानां शुप्रतानैः स्थिरचरनिकरव्यापिभिर्व्याप्य लोकान् भुक्त्वा भोगान् स्थविष्ठान् पुनरपि धिषणोद्भासितान् कामजन्यान् पीत्वा सर्वान् विशेषान् स्वपिति मधुरभुङ् मायया भोजयन्नः मायासङ्ख्या तुरीयं परममृतमजं ब्रह्म यत्तन्नतोऽस्मि. स यद्ब्रह्म नः अस्मान् मायया भोजयत् वर्तते. यद्ब्रह्म, what kind of Brahman? Prajñānam Brahma. So which is a Brahman which is prajñānam. Prajñānam means which is consciousness, the consciousness which is free from any birth, death, etc., which is invariably present in all cognitions. In all cognitions, like a pot cognition, that is pot consciousness, and the mobile consciousness, computer consciousness, body consciousness, memory consciousness, hunger consciousness, thirst consciousness. What is invariably present is consciousness. That a given cognition arises and goes away. It's a time bound, limited in time. But the consciousness, well, never goes away, never arises, never sets. That's how naudeti, nastameti, esha samvit swayam prabha. In Drigdasha Viveka also very beautifully said, naudeti, nastameti. The consciousness is ever present, which is the cause of the entire creation and which has manifested in the buddhi as the very witness. That consciousness is all the time there, illumining all the thoughts and becoming a specific cognitions. So that is jnanam, specific cognitions. Viśeṣa jnanam, specific cognitions. Qualified consciousness, you can say. Yeah. But what is there in all qualified consciousnesses, what is there in all cognitions is the consciousness, that is called. So what is present in all jnana vrittis, all jnanam, all cognitions is prajñānam, invariable consciousness, prakrishta jnanam, which has no limitation. Every cognition is limited, it is kshanikam, momentary. It is limited in space, naturally. Every cognition is limited in space, limited in time, limited in attributes, right? What cognition is different from, what consciousness is different from? Well, mobile consciousness or a body consciousness, any. So basically, so every cognition, every jnanam, viśeṣa jnanam, is always limited. But the consciousness as such is free from the limitations of time, place, attributes. That's called prajñānam. So that's how prajñānam brahma. So that is how Turiya says prajñānam brahma. That prajñāna amshavaha, right? Prajñāna amshavaha. Eva prajñāna amshavaha eva prajñānaha vistaraha. Pratanaha means vistaraha. Well, basically, these are the rays of consciousness. Rays of consciousness means they're all reflected. So when you say reflected consciousness, definitely you have to say some upādhi, some medium. That's how prajñānam pratanihi. Well, so they are the, this reflected consciousnesses. I mean, it is we have to say consciousness is like that, but it's a consciousness only. There is no consciousnesses. So this reflected consciousness, which are all over pratanam, not only in this world, which is in their other lokas also, definitely, and they reflected consciousness are coming out as from the upādhis, jiva upādhi, which are divided into what? Sthira, chara. And so sthira means a sthāvara, and chara means which is jaṅgama, which is moving and unmoving. So same, like a sun which expands itself in the form of rays, and gets reflected in varieties of the mediums. Same way, this prajñānam brahma, the consciousness, is like a sun whose rays, basically, which in the form of this reflected consciousness, through various upādhis, various in this loka, other loka, etc., and which is in the form of this sthāvara, that is like a trees, etc., and chara means like animals and human beings. Nikara means a host of group, samuhaha. Nikaraha is equal to samuhaha, is a synonym for samuha. So same, we have to think like that. The consciousness which in the form of the rays as a reflected consciousness pervades all these upādhis, all the bodies, and also pervades sense organs naturally. And pervading sense organ, it spreads further. Lokan vyāpya, right? So prajñānam pratanaihi. So these rays of consciousnesses which are expanded and expanded in the form of what? Sthira chara nikara vyapibihi, which are pervading in the form of reflected consciousness, pervading all these types of bodies, varieties of the body, moving and non-moving, stationary and moving, conscious beings. Further, lokan vyapya means lokaha is lokyate iti lokaha, and therefore vishayan vyapya pervades the world, pervades the objects in form shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandha. So and that is how we experience the world. So pervading this lokan vyapya means pervading this vishayan, pervading all of them through the sense organs, and having pervaded all of them, bhuktva bhogan, enjoying the bhogas, all that which is bhoga yogyaha, enjoying all these objects. Same consciousness, Brahman alone as the waker, naturally, because pervading sense organs and then pervading objects, indicating a waking state. When consciousness pervades the sense organs, definitely pervading body also, and pervades external object, indicating a waking state. So this consciousness, which is in the form of a reflected consciousness, as a waker, jiva is a reflected consciousness, and so whole thing is a description of a waking state. Anyway, bhuktva bhogan, so basically enjoying these bhogas, enjoying all these objects, experiencing sukha dukkha. And what kind of bhogas? Sthavishtham, sthula bhogan. Well, because this person is a, this reflected consciousness is a nothing but a waker. Brahman has become the waker, Vishvatma, Sthulabhuk, and through being that Jiva alone, through the Vyashti Sharira, Vyapi Indriyahi, where enjoy the bhogas, all the varieties of the objects, enjoying, experiencing, and Sarvan, Sarvan, and then what? So, the Bhuktva Bhogan Sthavishtan, grossest objects, that is, this objects of the world, waking world. Up to this is a waking state. Punaha api dishanod bhasita kamajanyan, etc. So then, further, dishana means a buddhi, and drish is a root here, and he then the same consciousness now as a dreamer. Well, so he experiences, he enjoys other objects which are set up by his own buddhi. So, dishanod bhasitan, udbhasitan, set up. Dishana means buddhi, set up by his own mind, naturally. That was, the external world, and is set up by the Īśvara. But this dream world is set up by one's own mind. So he enjoys those. So, Bhuktva Bhogan Savishtan, then Punrapi Dishanod Bhasitan Kamajanyan. So he enjoys those objects as a dreamer, the objects which are set up by his own buddhi, because there are no sense organs, right? If there are sense organs are all resolved. So there are no gross sense objects. Then in dream, definitely means having finished this experience, waking experience, which he now experiences as a dreamer all the objects in the dream, which are set up by one's own mind. And that is also said here. Dishanod Bhasitan, set up by the mind, buddhi, Kamajanyan. Yeah, Kamajanyan. So, avidya, kama, karma, etc., you have to take it. So, basically, Kamajanyan, vāsanā-janyan, that which is in the form of a vasanas, they are not made up of 5 elements kind of thing, gross objects. They are Kamajanyan, basically made up of, they are in the form of a vasanas. Sukshma, pratibhasika, set up by my own mind. So, basically, and here Kamajanyan, you can say even Karmajanyan, Prarabdha Karma Janyan. So, a Prarabdha Karmas which is there, which definitely, which arouse a certain vasanas in your mind. And so, those objects are created through vasanas. But then vasana again is a certain, what type of a vasana? Well, it's all depend upon one's own Prarabdha Karma. So, even though the objects are in the form of a vasana, only in the form of a vasana, still, because they give rise to certain sukha dukkha, therefore prarabdha karma should be there, and therefore they go hand in hand. Prarabdha karma and vasana, they go hand in hand, even in this creation also. So here, definitely depending upon the samashti karma of the jivas, etc., and the vasanas also. Here it is pratibhasika, sukshma, set up by the mind. So previously he underwent experience of objects. Here in dream he experiences all objects again, but kama nimittan, kamajanyan. Dishanod bhasitan, sarvan visheshan, pitva punaha api yad brahma swapiti. Then the same Brahman alone goes to sleep. So Brahman wakes up. You said Swamiji it doesn't happen as a jiva. So punaha means again pitva sarvan visheshan. Definitely, he sarvan visheshan swapiti. Yaha swapiti. The same prajñānam. Brahma swapiti, sleeps. And madhuram bhunkte, he enjoys the ānanda. Naturally. So he enjoys ānanda. Madhuram bhunkte iti madhura bhuk. Ānandam bhunkte, you can say. Bhunkte iti bhuk, basically. One who experiences oneself, nothing else, no objects. One who experiences oneself in the form of ānanda. One is ānanda. So this jiva, one who is a waker, well, basically, which is non-separate from the Brahman, having experienced waking world, then goes to the dream to experience all that is there in terms of unfulfilled desires, kamajanyan, and having experienced sukha dukkha world there, Swapiti enjoys himself in sleep. Means that Brahman, karana atmana tishtati, that Brahman remains in the form of a karana, with no other viparita bhavana, etc., no adhyasa. So that is this here in this Mandukya, they are using two words. One is agrahanam, and the other is anyatha grahanam. Agrahanam means one who doesn't know oneself. That is a deep sleep state. And waking state and dream state are anyatha grahanam. One where one takes oneself to be other than what one is in reality. That's a anyatha grahanam. Agrahana means one doesn't know at all oneself. Anyway. So he experiences him as in a form of a jiva. But then he says here, māyā bhojayannaha. So, bhojayannaha, he makes us experience also. All these objects, right? He is in the form of experiencer as a jiva, waker, dreamer, etc. And he makes us experience, means the world, well, throughout māyā as a Īśvara, karma phala data. So Brahman alone, māyā, through his māyā, Shakti, bhojayannaha, makes us experience varieties of the objects in form of a sukha dukkha, etc. Means as a Īśvara. So he is in the form of a Īśvara, he is in the form of this world, right? He is in the form of this world, he is in the form of the very experiencer. He is in the form of a jiva, he is in the form of a jagat, he is in the form of a Īśvara. How? 1 into 3. How? Māyā. All this is māyā. So, Brahmanaha making, naha means asman, making us experience also. He is a Īśvara. So this experience of waking, dream and deep sleep. And so 3 states. And whatever is there in 3 states is also, well, is one Brahman alone. But then māyā vartate. So how Brahman accomplishes all this through his māyā. That Brahman is called what? Turiyam. Māyā sankhya turiyam. So māyā bhojayannaha, as a Īśvara, as a karma phala data, he makes us experience all objects in waking and dream in form of sukha dukkha. And then māyā sankhya turiyam. He himself is, well, that Brahman himself is Turiyam Brahma. Turiyam means chaturiyam. Chakara has gone. So that's how it is, Turiyam. And and they add iyan, pratyaya, etc. Anyway, so that is 4th. Like dvitiyam, 2nd. Trutiyam, 3rd. Chaturiyam, 4th. But then chaturiyam, chakara has gone, become turiyam. So this is the 4th, called turiyam. There is nothing more. So this 3, waker, dreamer, deep sleeper. 3, and this is now 4th. Brahman is 4th. He alone is in the form of these 3. So what does it, has he become really all these 3? You say he is in the form of a waker, he is in the form, so he has really become all these 3? Well, it does not become all, because it is only turiyam. It is quite distinct from all the 3. It's all distinct from all the 3. It has not become all the 3. And therefore, all these 3 are nothing but Brahman alone. The same Brahman alone is presented as a Vyashti Jiva, etc. And therefore, if he alone is in the form of all the 3, why should you call 4th? Naturally. If he has become all the 3, then you should not say 4th, because it is not available, gone. He has become all the 3. Therefore, he is not available, then you should not say Turiyam. Okay. No, he has not become everything. Well, all the 3 are basically Brahman alone. If all the 3 are Brahman, then why should you call the 4th one now Turiyam? Well, māyā sankhya turiyam. So therefore, kalpita sankhya turiyam. Māyā eva. So waking is born of Maya, entire waking state is born of Maya, mithya. Born of Maya means mithya. And dream also is born of mithya, sleep also is mithya. Atma does not have a sleep. Atma does not, means Brahman doesn't sleep, Brahman doesn't wake up. And therefore, basically, to indicate that it is really all these three are mithya. And Brahman is quite distinct from these three, naturally. Brahman doesn't wake up, Brahman doesn't sleep. All these states do not belong to really the Brahman. And therefore we say Turiyam, the fourth. Otherwise, all these three are the basically mithya. Mithya means Maya, Brahman through Maya appears in the form of three states. And Brahman itself is distinct from all the three. To indicate it, we have said it is Turiyam, Chaturiyam, fourth. But really speaking, all the three are mithya. So Maya, if all the three of them are born of Maya, then the number of 1, 2, 3, etc. is Maya alone. Means kalpita sankhya. Turiyam kalpita sankhya. Kalpita sankhya Turiyam. Fourth we are saying, well, not based on really there are three and this is a fourth. No. These three are mithya. To indicate Brahman is quite distinct from all the three. Doesn't wake up, doesn't sleep, doesn't have a dream. To indicate it is quite distinct from all the three. All the three has a viśeṣas. Brahman is nirviśeṣa, etc. And therefore, to indicate we are saying Turiyam. Otherwise, really you don't think that there are these three states are there. I mean, these three are there and the fourth one is Brahman. No. He alone is in the form of all the three. He has not become all the three. If he has become all the three, now it is not available as Brahman. Then why we should not talk about Turiya? And also, if he is in the form of all the three, well, then definitely this fourth has gone. But he appears Maya. So he appears as three, which is Maya, through Maya alone. So it is mithya. And to indicate Brahman is Satyam, distinct from all the three, well, we say Turiyam, fourth. So yad vastu vartate Turiyam, tad vastu Brahma natosmi. So I remain saluting that vastu. Maya sankhya Turiyam. And then further it says Paramam. Paramam means Deshakala vastu aparichinnam, Maya atitam, etc. That itself is Paramam. Which is freedom, which is free from any limitations in terms of time, space, and vastu. Vastu means objects or attributes. So that itself is Satyam Gnanavantam Brahma, Param or Paramam. Ajam Najayati. Well, Najayati. Well, if Brahman is not born. If Brahman is born into the world or born as a world, then it is called Jayate. Please understand, these two are different things. If Brahman is born in the world, like other things are born, Brahman also is born. As a Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma, it is born. No. Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma, the consciousness is not born. Okay, but the consciousness is born as Jagat, we can say. No, that also is not there. So neither as Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma Jayate, Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma, he cannot be born, and not Jagad Rupena Jayate. Well, so it is not born as a world also. So Swayam it is not born, because Chaitanya Swarupam, consciousness is never born. If consciousness is born, then consciousness is born of what? Consciousness is born of what? We have to think over. So consciousness is not born. Neither did it become the Jagat without being born. In that sense, it is a Jagat. So without really being born, it appears as Jagat. Māyā. That's it. It appears as a Jagat without being born. Snake is born from the rope without really rope. Without really. Snake appears from the rope without really being born from the rope. That's it. So, snake appears from the rope without really being born from the rope, right? Then you have to add a factor. What is the factor? Ajnanam. That's it. Same way here, māyā. So basically the world is born, or world appears from Brahman without really being born from Brahman. Māyā. That's it. That's how it is mithya. There the snake is mithya, here the world is mithya. That's how vivarta. That's how vivarta karana. Swaswarupa aparityagena rupantarapattihi vivartah. Swaswarupa aparityagena, basically, without undergoing any change. While a given thing appears as a cause of something, well, it is called vivarta karana. And therefore, if it is not born, well, then definitely amritam, it is not subject to death also. What is born will be subject to death. But since it is not born as in a form of a jagat, or itself is not born as a satyam jnanamantam brahma, therefore it is not subject to death also. It is not subject to birth, it is not subject to death. And well, so this tad brahma, so basically parama amrutam ajam brahma yat brahma tat nataha asmi. I remain saluted or saluting that Brahman. So Vyashti Rupena yad Brahma asti, Samashti Rupena yad Brahma asti, Lok Rupena Brahma yad asti, Vyashti Rupena, Jiva Rupena yad asti, right? Samashti Rupena, as Īśvara Rupena yad Brahma asti, Lok Rupena yad asti, either a dream world, either a this. Ultimately everything is, even a pratibhasika also, is all shine basically because of, we'll be seeing that. So that is because of one consciousness. So it pervades everything. So this prajñānam Brahma, the sun, basically its rays as a chidābhāsa pervades all the worlds through the upādhis, through varieties of the bodies, and and then through that even pervades the world, either a dream world or even a waking world. And as a jiva experiencing the world, well, then who makes experience all this in form of sukha dukkha? Same Brahman, māyā bhojayan, as a Īśvara. Brahman, along with his māyā shakti, makes us experience varieties of the sukha dukkha, means as a karma phala data is Īśvara. Yeah. So in form of Īśvara also he is. Jeev Jagat Īśvara. So this is the vision here in Mandukya. There is going to be the equation Vyashti Samashti throughout. So Jiva is the one that undergoes all the three states of experience, and then there is experience world, and experience because sarvan lokan vyapya, because this then alone this Jiva experiences all that. Sarvan lokan vyapya. It pervades. Experience is there, definitely it is pervaded by consciousness. Either a waking experiences, dream experiences, definitely you have to immediately take, it is pervaded by any experience of anything. Means it is a given thing, is pervaded by consciousness. Then only experience is possible. So Jagat is Brahman, the Jiva is also Brahman. And then, in waking world, and then the Sukshma, the Taijasa, the dreamer also is Brahman, the dream world is Brahman. And that's how even Pratibhasika also is non-separate from Īśvara. Nothing is outside. So that purely Sukshma world also of the Taijasa, dream world, that world born out of samskara also ultimately is Brahman. So loka is Brahman, and the experience world of Jiva is also Brahman. And then the experience of sleep also is non-separate from Brahman. Otherwise no experience is possible. And therefore prājña is also Brahman, the deep sleeper. So is Brahman. So all the three states are Brahman. So this is a setup. There is a order here. So that is how eyes can see forms and colors, but they cannot hear. That's a setup. There is order here. That is what confuses people. Because They say what is very useful, very intelligently set up, well, should be real. That's how they say. So, for them, anything that is meaningfully created is real. Well, so even fully qualified, basically, acharyas also are, they take the whole thing as a reality because it's a very rigorous order. So, who has brought about this rigorous order? Well, same Brahman. If Brahman is Brahman, it cannot bring about this order, all the worlds and everything. Māyā, so Īśvara. So, well, Īśvara brings out this order. Īśvara is in the form of order. Yeah. Anyway, so Jiva Jagat, Īśvara are one vastu. And that has been said in Mandukya as a bhutam bhavat bhavishyat iti sarvam omkara hai. First it says like that. And next line will be, well, sarvam brahma. I am Atma Brahma. So omkara is a name. Right? Omkara is a word. And the meaning of the word omkara is Brahman. They call abhideya. And omkara is a abhidhanam. The Brahman is abhideya. Word is abhidhanam. Meaning is abhideya. It is going to come. I am just saying. So, because when I am quoting everything is Brahman, right? And because Mandukya's subject matter is this, and for that I quote, well, bhutam bhavat bhavishyat sarvam. Then you say, Swamiji, bhutam bhavat bhavishyat sarvam evam omkaraha. Yeah, but that's a name. The meaning of the omkara is Brahman. And that will be explained. Akara is this, ukara is this, makara is this, etc. That will be explained. Okay, so this is a positive language. Okay, so positive language of vidimukha, where you retain everything. While Brahman is in the form of this world, Brahman is in the form of the experience of the jiva, Brahman is in the form of the Īśvara, karma phala data, etc. Means you are retaining everything. The whole thing you retain as it is. So it accounts for the, it explains everything, it accounts for everything. Well, so the empiricality is validated here. And everything, dharma, everything is validated here. In this verse, you don't find any nisheda, right? You don't find. Then next verse is a nishedamukena. You negate all that is here. What is mithya means? Then he says, well, hitva, negating everything. And then, well, negating everything, what is left is pratyagatma. That is Brahman. So nishedamukha also is there in the Shastra, vidimukha also is there. So these are predominant themes we should understand. So there is a pradhanyam. We should understand very well. Well, I said last time it is vidhimukhena, but vidhimukhena when you say means you retain everything. Like I gave you the example of a satyam jnanam anantam brahma, vidhimukha. So there you don't negate anything, but still you negate little bit. What I told you, satyam word. The word of, the real, the direct meaning of the word satyam is, well, which you experience. The world which you experience and which has certain utility, usage, is real. That's the meaning you know. But that cannot be satyam brahma. That cannot be the meaning of the word Brahman. Therefore, from that popular meaning, you partly remove. You keep just the root meaning and rest everything you give up. So you negate. So even though it is a vidhimukha, still a little bit negation is there. And therefore, vidhimukhena means, Swamiji, there should not be any nisheda, there should not be any negation. No. Pradhanyena vidhimukhena. So basically there is a predominance of the retaining of the meaning. But Bhagatyaga Lakshana itself, Tyaga means you are negating from the popular meaning. And therefore, well, we have to say it is predominantly vidhimukha. Same way, well, in the nisheda also, where we negate, there is also something positive. There is no total negation. I told you, there is no total negation. Total negation is a Bauddha. Shunyam. Everything negate. So, by total negating, well, you cannot accomplish anything. So, there is in a negation also, ultimately we are retaining is a little bit. Which is, of course, pratyagatma is retained, everything is negated. because it is mithya. That has been said in the second verse. So, what I am saying is, even if it is a vidhimukhena or a nishedhamukhena, we have to consider it as a predominantly. There is only a question of predominance. That's it. Now, next verse. Yo vishvatma vidija vishayan prāśya bhogan sthavishtan paschācānyan svamati vibhavan jyotisha svena sukshman sarvanetan punarapishanai svatmani sthāpayitva hitva sarvan viśeṣan vigata gunagana patvasau nasturiyah. Why, Swami, you call this as a nisheda? Well, vigata gunagana, vigata gunagana, vigata is free from, devoid of. Devoid of what? Gunagana, devoid of all gunas. So, negating. One who is free from all gunas. So, definitely you are going to negate all the gunas ultimately to arrive at this pratyekātma, which is Brahman, Turiya, which is Brahman. So, who is described in the Shastra with all the gunas completely negated, eliminated, etc. And that is presented as a Turiya here. You can see here, Patvas asau Turiyaha naha patu. That is there. So that Turiya, which is Param Brahma, well, is through, because I am Atma Brahman. This is the Turiya, which is the Sakshi here, is the Brahman. I am Atma Brahman, that is a statement here. So, Daha Patu, well, may that Turiya protect us. So, basically, you are addressing your own Atma as Patu, Rakshatu, as one who protects. So, same, Brahman is here also is a Turiya only, Naha Patu. But how that he becomes Turiya? How that Brahman becomes Turiya? Well, he is always Turiya. Vigata Guna Ganaha. Vigata Guna Gana is a Swarupa. So Turiya, because of these three. One is the Vishvatma first. The same thing. So one is the Vishvatma. Vishwa means the waker. Who because of the Vidhi and Avidhi, Vishaya, because of some Punyam and Papam, he are enjoying those pleasurable and non-pleasurable objects. Naturally. So, Vidija Vishayan Vishvatma Prāśya. Prāśya. Ash dhatu. Ash means to eat, to experience, to enjoy. So, and from that they have made a lebantam, avyayam. Pra plus ash dhatu. Prāśya. If you want a Sanskrit word, bhunktva. Same thing. Bhuktva. 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 Means having experienced. As what? Same Turiya, Brahman, having experienced the Vidija Vishayan, objects, Vidija Vishayan, Vidijanya, which are born, experiencing the objects which are born of Punya Papa, Vidhi and Avidhi. Avidhi means Nisheda. So Vidija and Avidija, born of Punya, Vidhi means Vidhi, Nisheda is there in the Shastra. If you follow Vidhi, Nisheda, where you get Punya. If what is not to be done, you don't do. What is to be done, you do. Vidhi. What is not to be done? Shastra says Nisheda, don't do. Don't drink alcohol. And you don't drink. That doesn't generate punya. Understand, please. Yeah. Swamiji, if they say something is not to be done, I don't do, it generates punya. If you don't do anything, how it generates karma phala? Therefore, well, definitely. But if Nisheda is there and if you do it, Shastra says don't eat meat and you eat meat, well, then definitely, well, generates adharma, papa. So Vidija, so you have to take Avidhi also. Vidhi, Avidhi means Nisheda. Janyam. If you follow Nisheda, Avidhi, definitely papam. If you follow Vidhi, dharma, punyam. And so, as a waker, this Turiya, Brahman, Īśvara, well, experiences this varieties of the objects, this thula, Vishaya, Bhogan, Sthavishtan, you see, Sthavishtan, Bhogan. So, all these gross objects, experiences which are born of what? Vidija. Vidija, Jaf means born of. Born of Vidhi, and avidhi, born of punyam and papam. So same Turiya is a Vishvatma, as a waker. Well, experiences that. Prājña means bhuktva. And what kind of a bhoga also they said, savishthan, sthula prapancha vishaya. So basically, the objects are sthulam, but the experience is sukshma. Right? You experience object, that experience is sukshma. Objects are sthula. So anything which is experienced by the five sense organs is sthavishthan, all these gross objects. Because in dream you are experiencing something which is not, by the sense organs. Naturally, they are resolved there. So therefore it is, there we don't say sthavishthan. But here it is all sthavishthan, gross objects. Like even a form seen also, or a smell picked up by your nose, etc., is also, this is same sthula vishaya. Okay, so that is a waking state. So yaha, naha. So yaha means, yaha goes with asau. Yaha vishvatma means yaha, the one, is which is a vishvatma, but which is what? Ultimately it is a asau, this is, which is a turiya. And so the same turiya which has become vishvatma, which is a waker, and experiencing these gross objects which are born of this dharma and adharma, punya, papa, etc. And pashat means thereafter. Anyan, somati vibhavan, the waker. Pashat means thereafter means what? When the waker goes to sleep and when he dreams, the Vishvatma, the waker, will definitely will come to this state now as a dreamer, where the sthula vishayas and indriyas are not there, to the purely subtle sukshma vishayan. So the sthula setup was by Īśvara, and now in dream, basically is all mind which sets up everything. So somati vibhavan, somati, swasya atmanah matihi. Matihi means our own antakarana, our own mind. And somati vibhavan. Vibhavan means prasutan, janyan. So, basically, the dream objects which are generated by one's own mind. And that is how, you see, the gross world, the waking world is a setup of Īśvara. That's how everyone experiences the same world. But then, the dream world basically is one's own mind, set up by one's own mind. Therefore, everyone's dream world is different. Everyone's dream is different, definitely. So whatever you have gathered in the waking, those samskaras are going to set up it. Kama-janyan we have already seen in the previous verse. And how does he experience this? Well, svena jyotisha, very beautiful. In this waking world you experience because there is a light outside. Otherwise, how will you experience? If there is a total darkness, you cannot experience anything, because you cannot even connect to any object outside. But here in a dream world, you connect with all objects. Then what is the light there? Svena jyotisha, with his own consciousness alone, without any sense organs, without the help of any of the Surya Devata or a Chandra Devata or a Agni Devata, etc. Sarvan etan prashya. Svena jyotisha sarvan etan prashya. Again experiencing. Prashya, bhuktva. All these etan vishayan, sukshma vishayan, all these sukshma vishayas, which are experienced there. And prashya means having experienced that. Punaha api, so punaha api prashya sukha dukkha sukshma rupena, with the subtle form, it experiences everything. And then what happens? After dream, two things are there now. After dream, don't think you may sleep again. No, need not be. So both ways, that Turiya, which is in the form of a jiva, both ways it can go. So you do not directly, from one thing is certain, from waking state to the dream is not possible. Even though in a waking there is a subject-object relationship, Dream also subject-object relationship is there, but still one has to die as though to the waking world, definitely. So that is always. So after waking, in order to experience a dream, well, a sleep is necessary. So waking, sleep, and then dream. But now once dream is over, then two possibilities. Yeah. What are the two possibilities? From dream, you can wake up. People wake up also sometime, shouting, something has seen. And so he can wake up. Or he can go to sleep. So definitely, waking, sleep, dream. Or waking, sleep, waking. That also is possible. Waking, sleep, waking, sleep, dream, and that is also possible. Then waking, sleep, dream, waking. That is possible. Waking, sleep, dream, sleep. Could you follow what I am saying? Yeah. So basically this is how it is. Where all these things are there? Kaivalya Upanishad and psychology, both. Psychology people also, they say like that these two possibilities are there. Basically after dream you can wake up or you can go to sleep. Or maybe your sleep is such, possibly, that you just sleep. You may not have a dream. That also is there sometime. Waking, sleep, waking. Or waking, sleep, dream, then waking or sleep. Is it okay? Yeah. This is how it is. So basically, but waking to dream now. To give up this waking reality, waking has a no reality. In order to indicate that, Bhagavan has given sleep. From waking to the dream, suppose if it comes, people may not be able to appreciate the waking as mithya. So the whole waking world, waking time, space, and the entire waking world resolves. Well, for that sleep is necessary. And therefore to give up this waking reality, one has to sleep. Punahapi. Well, so Punahapi means after waking, again go to dream, and then from dream, Punahapi can be taken as a along with. See, the Punahapi can go along with the Shanaihi, or Punahapi can go with that dream state, Sarvanetan, Prashya, etc. So Shanaihi means Kramena or Akramena. Shanai means slowly as such, but here Kramena, Akramena. So either after dream you can again wake up, or after dream you can go to sleep. Either way, Kramena, Akramena. So Krama means this is the order. One generally sleeps. After dream, one generally continue to sleep. Or after dream, Akramena, you just wake up. So same jiva, Kramena, Akramena, leaves behind all this, Sukshma Visheshas, Antakarana, Indriya, etc., all Vishesha Pratyaya, etc., all objects of cognition, of Taijasa, of the dreamer, and Vishvatma, everything, withdrawing into oneself, free of subject-object relationship, free of all experiences, goes to the sleep. He now has an experience of no particular experience. That experience is there. Anyway, Saheva prājña. He is a deep sleeper. One who is exposed to this teaching knows this. Nantah prajñam, it is going to come. Nantah prajñam, na bahish prajñam, na prajñāna ghanam, na prajñam, na aprajñam, na upayatah prajñam. Means what? The one who is exposed to teaching, he knows I am not the waker, I am not the dream, I am not the basically waker consciousness, I am not the dream consciousness, I am not the state of experience of a sleep, I am not unconsciousness, I am not yugapat, everything as a consciousness, means you experience everything as a consciousness. No, that also is not. Or not ubhayatah. Now I am not in between consciousness, between waker and dream, etc. We'll be discussing all that in detail. He's saying, he knows I am just consciousness. It's not a waker consciousness, dream no. And so I am just consciousness, pure consciousness. So all possibilities are negated. All the viśeṣas are negated. That's how I say here it is a nishedamukena. So there is a negation here. What is the negation? Negation of prājñatvam, taijasatvam, viśvatvam, etc. etc. All are negated. But where in a verse where it is negated? Hitva. Hitva means definitely all of them are given up. So I am that. How they are all given up? Well, by knowing. Nirguna paramatma jnanena. By this jnanam through pramana, well, through the shastra. Well, so the same jiva, having given up these three states, remain as the Turiya, as a fourth. As a fourth means what? Without viśeṣa, it is fourth. All the viśeṣas are mithya. Every state, that every jiva is a mithya, because it has a viśeṣa. Waker is a viśeṣa. Dreamer is a viśeṣa. Deep sleeper prajña also is a viśeṣa. Then this Turiya, which is free from the viśeṣa, to indicate that all the three are having viśeṣa. Turiya is free from any viśeṣa, which is satyam. And to indicate that there is a fourth. Really speaking, it is not fourth. But just to indicate the distinction from the three, we are saying fourth. So that is what it is. Otherwise, if he is a fourth, then he is equal to all other three. When you say fourth, means definitely 1, 2, 3 and the fourth. Everyone has the same order of reality. Well, no, he is nirviśeṣa. He is actually everything. Nirviśeṣa is not something you can dispute. All the viśeṣas will have a basis, the truth, essence in nirviśeṣa. The time has a truth in timeless. The line has a truth where? In a point, right? So line has a length. So the thing which has a length has a basis in something which is free from length. Point. That's how it is. This amazing thing. So when you say all these viśeṣas, waker, etc., automatically you have to understand that definitely there is something which is nirviśeṣa, which is the basis of all the three, and all the three are basically mithya. Therefore the truth, that's how it's very beautiful. The truth of the time is timeless. Only thing is you have to do it. There are several steps. Maybe I may discuss a little bit. The truth of time is what? There is a past, future and present. What is the truth of time? Well, truth of time is present. What is present? What is present? Oh, present year is a present. Kya baat hai? If you say present year is a present, but in a present year some months have gone, past. Some months are going to come, future. So present month is a present, Swamiji. Oh, if present month is a present, but then again it is really not present. Then because some of the days have gone, past. Some of the days are going to come, future. Oh, Swamiji, then the present day is a present. Well, present, see, we are reducing now. Please see that. Present day is a present, Swamiji. That's a real meaning of the time, or truth of the time. Present day also, some of the hours have gone, past. You cannot call present. Some hours are going to come, future. The present hour, Swamiji. Present hour is a present. Present hour is not present. Because in that also minutes have gone, few minutes have gone, few minutes are going to come. Present minute is present. No, present second is present. Present micro, what is that? Present microsecond? No, before that something is there. Anyway, take it. Present microsecond is a present. See? The length of time, the truth of time is reducing where? So basically the present second is present, the present microsecond is present, the present picosecond. In electronics, I think they have this nanosecond, picosecond. The present picosecond is present. The present nanosecond is present. There also, if you divide, some of them will be of past, and some of them will be future. Could you follow what I am saying? If you divide that nanosecond also, you have to divide through all machines. Well, then some of them has gone, some of them will come. The present that is going to be timeless. Totally. The truth of the time is timeless. What is that thing which is timeless? What was there all along and in which the whole thing is resolving? What was there all along? Consciousness was there. Okay? When you say the present day consciousness, and the present our consciousness, present month consciousness, present day consciousness, present hour consciousness, present minute consciousness, present second consciousness, present picosecond consciousness, present nanosecond consciousness. Consciousness is something which is not resolving. Everything is resolving, and all along in some, there is something in which the whole thing is resolving. And therefore, what is there ultimately, what is timeless, is consciousness alone. So the truth of time is consciousness. Truth of time is timeless, but what is timeless is consciousness. Anyway, what I am saying is the swarupa of time is timeless now. So in the same way, I told you the swarupa, the truth of the line is like a point. And it has no dimension. So the line has a dimension in terms of length, etc. But the truth of that line which has a dimension or a length, etc., is ultimately dimensionless. So the whole Jagat, which is comprising of three things like, the experiencer and the world and etc., has its swarupa in nirviśeṣa. The Jagat is saviśeṣa. And that alone, that nirviśeṣa, can bless me. Patu. Asau Turiya naha patu. That Turiya, that Īśvara, which is free from all the viśeṣas, may protect us, bless us. So that is the Īśvara alone, which with whose blessing I can discover that I am also nirviśeṣa. I am Turiya, and that Turiya, the Atma, is Brahman. I am Atma, Brahma. But Swamiji, saviśeṣa also is not a blessing. Like I have a children, is not a blessing. I have money, is not a blessing. It's not a blessing, finally speaking. It's all okay. Because when you have money, you will say yourself as a saviśeṣa. When you have a children, you will identify with them and you will say saviśeṣa, definitely. So as a saviśeṣa, there is no joy because it's a mithya and it is limited. Anything which is qualified is limited. What we are talking is something which is limitless. And saviśeṣa means you will be a viśishta. Then as a viśishta, you will undergo a change and all kinds of complexes also will be there. And there is no joy. So there is a samsara there. So leave behind the viśeṣas, hitva, all gunas, etc. Vigata gunaganaha, all and that is Turiya. And how to negate all them? Hitva, how to negate? Jnanam, with the help of knowledge. And where this knowledge is, that is what the Mandukya Upanishad subject matter. So basically, one which is free from all the gunas, that Atma, Patu, Rakshatu, bless us, Asman, us. So these are the Bhashyakara's two Mangalacharanam verses. It seems that Shankaracharya wrote Bhashyam, Adi Shankaracharya wrote Bhashyam only on the Karika and not on the Upanishad, out of respect to Gaudapada-acharya ji, because Gaudapada-acharya ji has written a commentary on the whole, all the mantras, right? That is Agama Prakana, right? All Karikas are there. And therefore, if Bhashyakara writes independently commentary on Upanishad, it doesn't look good. And therefore, Bhashyakara has written commentary on the 4 chapters, 4 Karika, that is Karika only. That's a Prakarana Gantha kind of a thing. And there alone the Bhashyam has been written. So, basically, then Swamiji, but there is a Bhashyam on the mantra also. So that is some other Shankaracharya ji has written it seems. And that's a truth. It is considered that way. And because this Bhashyam seems to be a little different from the Bhashyam which is there in the Karika. So the people who are expert, they say Shankaracharya's Bhashyam is only on the Karikas, and is out of respect to Gaudapada-acharya ji. And so the Bhashyam on the Moolam, Right now we are going to see that also, but that is by other Shankaracharya ji. That has been that has been accepted in scholars. This one. Anyway, so we'll start this now day from um, Wednesday. Now Sambandha Bhashyam, and then the mantra, and along with the Bhashyam, and then we'll go to the Agama Prakarana later. So we can consider this as Agama Prakarana. Moolam along with the Karikas will be the entire Agama Prakarana, but the Bhashyam which is there on the Moolam as such will be of another Shankaracharya, we have to understand. And what is there Bhashyam in the Karikas, after the mantras are over, that is Shankaracharya's Bhashyam. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.